we do have a number of clips, and I didn't want to go too far in the show. We're going to run out of time to use some of them. The first piece is from a production you did of George Orwell's Animal Farm.
It was a piece of readers' theatre, and I thought the time had arrived, because we got down to a bit of readers' theatre and see how it went down both sides. On the one hand, with a set of actors I was working with, and the other hand, the audience. And interestingly enough, that Animal Farm is a text, is a high school text. I believe it's a 9th grade text, and we thought it would lend itself very well, and it certainly did. Here again, you got to have a certain palate to come and sit there and take an hour and 45 minutes of people sitting out there and reading. Although I did have a barnyard setting, and I think the clip will bear me out. And if looked at, there are the actors seated on bales of straw, and they have their scripts on music stands, and it's a fairly rambunctious script, and it really deals with Animal Farm pretty well. And I did meet a high school teacher, English teacher, who said she thought that the script was a bit more interesting than the novel, and actually wanted the script to use that to teach her students. And so here we find this thing working. So maybe if we took a look at a clip from Animal Farm, George Orwell.
Why work night and day, body and soul, for the overthrow of the human race. That is my message to you, comrades. Rebellion! Rebellion! All animals are equal! All animals are brothers! Comrades! Sooner or late the day is coming, time and man shall be overthrown, and the fruitful fields of England shall be trod by beasts alone. Rings shall vanish from our noses, and the harness from our back. Bit and spur shall rust forever, cruel whips no more shall crack. Bright will shine the fields of England, pure shall its waters be. Sweeter yet shall blow the breezes on the day that sets us free. Beast of England, beast of Ireland, beast of every land and clime.
That was an example of Reader's Theater put on at the Buckham Alley Theater here in Flint. We're talking with Mano Breckinridge from Buckham Theater. I can't imagine anything nicer than someone reading to me. I mean, that's something from my childhood. Both my parents read in very different ways. My mother is sort of a light-hearted, puckish style. My father's very, theatrical and rich in his style.
I guess I can see that. It's coming through.
What is it about Reader's Theater on a stage? I mean, one can understand Reader's Theater on radio or on tape, but what is special about Reader's Theater in a stage setting?
I may not answer that, Michael, directly, but let me tell you this, that I keep telling my actors, whatever the play it is that we're doing, apart from all the technicalities of putting something across, the actor has a fundamental task. Get out there and tell the story. That is your task. Use all the mechanics you have, but see primarily that the story gets across. And so maybe in the reading tradition that comes through. And here is a form of visual radio work. I did do quite a bit of radio work in Sri Lanka. Enjoyed it thoroughly. It's about, in my opinion, about the most difficult form of theatre. You can't take anything for granted. Your audience, all it has to do is to listen, and you got to create the environment for that audience, and all you have is your voice, and a few sound effects to go with it. But here they have both, they're able to see it too, and find this idea of telling a story